Super Rugby Round 14 Team of the Week, the Dream Team. There were some pretty good skills on display this week. Some positions that were really clear-cut in who to pick. Other positions like outside back, man, there were so many guys that scored 2 tries this week, or multiple tries. So yeah, really hard to pick, but I've made my 15, and you guys can let me know your thoughts at the end, who missed out, who you think's kind of a deserved member of this squad. Firstly, Thomas du Toit from the Sharks. He's had to switch from one side of the scrum to the other this season. He looked pretty uncomfortable at the start of the season, but he seems to have come right. 4 passes, 9 runs for 24 metres, which is actually pretty decent for a prop. They usually go at about 1 metre at a time. Even managed 1 offload, 5 from 5 tackles, played 72 minutes, and just generally impressed for the Sharks. Another man who impressed, Taniela Tupou from the Reds, otherwise known as Tongan Thor, or Grant Nisbet calls him Tongan Tor, because he's apparently never seen any of the Marvel movies. So yeah, for him, 1 try, 1 try assist, 6 runs, 43 metres, which is huge. 5 out of 6 tackles, did not get penalised at all, even managed to pass the ball once, which was very generous of the big man. Surely a shoo-in for the Wallabies squad this year. Hooker, I've gone for Folau Fainga. I'm sorry to Akavandamova again. I haven't picked him. Perhaps should have picked him last week. But I've gone with the Brumbies youngster this week. Not even really supposed to be the starting hooker. It was supposed to be Josh Man Ray this season, but he had his season cut pretty short prematurely. But young Folau's done alright, so 5 passes, 4 runs, 3 metres, which is more appropriate for a front rower. The key point is, though, 20 out of 21 tackles, which is just a huge work rate. They were under the pump for quite a while, and he was trying his best to hold the Lions out, even if they did eventually break through. Line out was 7 from 8, so yeah, pretty good effort from him. In the locks, from the Sunwolves, Grant Hadding, he is really proving himself to be a key member of that team. 1 try, 7 passes, 8 runs, so a bit of variation. 20 metres run, 4 out of 4 tackles, 5 line-out takes, and 1 line-out steal. I think you can't really underestimate just how crucial it is to have that one safe pair of hands you can throw the ball to in the line-out, and a bit of a threat to the opponent's line-out ball, and that's what he's offering for them. Next, from the Lions, I've gone with Erasmus. So for him, good effort this week. He's not played every week. They seem to rotate him, Mostert, and Marvin Orie around, but he had a good game. 1 try, 10 runs for 23 metres. Managed to pass the ball once, so he likes to put his head down. 8 out of 9 tackles, 8 line-out takes. Just really solid effort all round. Can't really complain about that. It's pretty much what you would expect from your tall timber. Next, from the Jaguares in the loose forwards, Marcos Crema. Really big effort. 1 try, 16 runs, so he wanted the ball. 44 metres, passed the ball once again. Beat 5 defenders, 9 out of 12 tackles, and even created a line break. He pretty much was in everything and just tried to do everything. Yeah, good effort from the man. He's having a really good season, actually. Seem to remember, was it him against the Chiefs where he was also a key man? Either way, he's doing well this season. Next, from the Hurricanes, Blade Thompson finally gets a start and does not disappoint in a pretty competitive Hurricanes back row. 1 try, 11 passes and 10 runs, so he actually likes to do a bit of variation in what he does when he gets the ball. Made 25 metres, busted 2 tackles, 6 from 6 tackles of his own, 5 line-out takes and 1 line-out steal. So that's one great thing about Blade is he's good around the park as a loose forward, but he's also a threat in the air. So it's a shame he's leaving at the end of the season. From the Bulls, I've gone for Marco van Staden. For him, it was all about the tackles. I mean, in terms of his stuff with the ball, he played 80 minutes, 3 runs, 6 metres, and did not pass. So nothing really doing there, but 23 out of 24 tackles is huge and forced the turnover. So on defence and a team which was also kind of on the back foot, he was trying to stop the flow. Didn't work in the end, but he put in his best effort. Next, scrum half, and you'd have to say Bertrand is the key is the starting number 9 for the Jaguares this season, surely. 2 try assists, 8 runs, 43 passes, 42 meters. So when he ran it, he did it all right. Beat 5 defenders and made 2 offloads. He seems to be one of the key men in that Jaguares kind of run of form, and may it continue. Helps to have this guy outside him, Nicolas Sanchez. So for him, man, what an effort. 1 try, 3 try assists, kicked 3 penalties, 5 conversions, beat 4 defenders, 3 clean breaks, 5 out of 6 tackles. Apart from getting a drop goal, he pretty much did everything. It's just on a massive run of form at the moment, and he's looking like the Premier 10 in the comp, to be fair. In the midfield, Curtis Rona from the Waratahs, so he had a try, 2 try assists, 7 passes, 14 runs, 54 meters run, 4 defenders beaten, 5 out of 6 tackles, 1 line break, and 1 line break created. So he's passing it, he's distributing, he's being a playmaker, but he's also busting it up, taking it up, and using that size of his. So he's, I mean, for Wallabies as well, I think he's probably one of your men, for sure. Along with this guy, Samu Karevi from the Reds. In a losing team, he still managed to get 1 try, 1 try assist, ran it 8 times for 71 meters, which is a pretty good return. 2 clean breaks, 2 defenders beaten, 2 offloads, so he did everything in 2s. 11 out of 14 tackles, so defense was there as well. Yeah, he's just one of the premier midfielders in World Rugby at the moment, and if you need a guy to bust it over the line, he's your man. I would say if you're Michael Cheika, I'd be taking him over Kurandrani, even though Kurandrani got a try this week as well. Outside backs, this was the hardest ones to choose. I've gone with Rico Ioane. How good does he look on that Blues left wing? You can kind of see why the All Blacks picked him. Imagine what he could do if he was on the Hurricanes left wing. Would it be the same as Ben Lamb? 2 tries, 2 try assists, 8 runs, 78 meters, 3 out of 4 tackles. How poor would that Blues performance have looked without this guy getting 2 tries and making 2 tries? Would have been a lot less close at the end of the day. Speaking of Ben Lamb, though, he makes the team as well, even though he can't make the All Blacks. Unlucky guy. 2 tries, 13 runs, 80 meters, 9 defenders beaten, which is just ridiculous. 4 line breaks, or clean breaks, whatever the difference is. 1 offload, although he did stuff up 1 try. He was a bit casual, one-handed, trying to force the ball down when he was pretty much in the corner. Hamish Stewart, I think it was, just gave him a bit of a bump and the ball bobbled loose. So perhaps that was what it was that the All Blacks weren't impressed by. Not really, I doubt that. But hey, if he keeps going in this big run of form, there's no reason why he can't get his hands on a black jersey at some point. Lastly, Dylan Lades from the Stormers in a losing team to Sunwolves. 2 tries. 1 of them was pretty much a try of the season candidate. It was from his own end of the field, ran massive meters and should have been bundled into touch. Somehow managed to get the ball down before he was. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the highlights of the Sunwolves Stormers game. It was entertaining. Had a bit of drama at the end. So yeah, some good tries. 2 tries, 5 runs, 83 meters, beat 4 defenders, 2 clean breaks, made 2 from 2 tackles. It was just a good effort all round in a losing team. So yeah, that's the team of the week, the dream team. As I said, some of these guys were really hard to pick, but like Sanchez especially, I mean, 1 try, 3 try assists. There wasn't really going to be anyone to challenge him for that spot. I think Taniela Tupa was pretty clearly the premier prop of the round. But you guys let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.